Hello, how are you? Got a good message for you today. It's your time. Don't put off your dream. It's your time. I want you to like this page and share it. Like it and share it. Because one of the things that I have realized is that in this thing called life, boy, I think about Forrest Gump so often. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. That's all I got to say about that.
Delia Genzel,
Delia, how are you?
Christopher Azorgli,
Christopher, how you doing, Christopher? Thank you so much for joining us.
Parif,
Who is that?
Parif,
Parif?
Parif says good morning.
Oh, good morning, Parif. All
Parif,
right.
Robin Clark,
Robin, how you doing?
Ernest,
Ernest, what's going on, my brother? Ain't no thing but a chicken wing.
E. Monica from Orlando, ask them where they're calling from.
E. Monica, and listen, let me know where you're calling from, please. Those of you that are listening, I want to know what's happening internationally and what's happening nationally. Okay, we got a good message for you today that you're going to enjoy. That's going to give your life some value beyond what you think. And this is a different place. This is quite different. And I'm telling you that when you are working on some goals or have ideas and things you want to do, and there's something that's just been heavy in your heart, you've just been thinking about it, but you've convinced yourself, like I did for a period of time, which I'm going to talk to you about this, that now is not the right time. I was putting things off. I learned something. If you're going to do something, there's something you're supposed to do. I got a message for you. If you've been procrastinating, this is going to have some value for the procrastinators. Call them up and tell them, say, hey, Mrs. Mamie Brown's baby boy is about to get loose up in here. But I tell you, when I wake up in the morning, I said, all things work together for good for those who love God and for those who are called according to his purpose. And then I recited an affirmation to myself, Lord, whatever I face today, together, you and I can handle it. That's the operative statement there. Together, you and I can handle it. I can't do it by myself. Together, you and I can handle it. That's why I keep the faith, because together, you and I can handle it. That's why I'm willing to walk through the valley of the shadow of death, because together you and I can handle old man death. I want you to smile. I want you just to be grateful for another day. We're all here because of God's grace and mercy. And we can't say that enough. When you see all the stuff that's going on now, oh my goodness, yes. So I'm here. I got my herbs, honey. I'm taking everything. My vitamins, herbs. They fight over me. They be inside me fight. Get back. I'm supposed to be doing that. What you doing here? Wheatgrass? Get back. They are fighting over me because I take so many of them, and so they get jealous of each other. I think I've dropped some of them over here. 3-second rule. If they ain't been down there more than 3 seconds, you can take them. No, whatever. Listen, I've got something for you today that I know that you're going to enjoy. I got one more minute, and then we're going to get started. But I want you to like this page and share it. Like it and share it. Tell all your friends. We need to have something positive going on right now. And we want to keep thine eyes single. Need to be focused now. Tune out the world. This is time, a special moment for you. This is a time to unplug from the world and plug into you. This is time to be open to some words of encouragement and motivation and inspiration, something that can get you on the path, back on the path, or if you've strayed away, how to come back and start creating some momentum toward your dream. Pardon me as I wait a minute, excuse me. When I'm in London, I keep one finger up. Here we go, right? Watch this. When I'm in the UK, here, this is how I drink my vitamins. Hold a minute. I put my little pinky finger up. Oh, that's bloody wonderful. He's strange, isn't he? There's a character up in here. Okay. It's 12 noon. I got a message for you. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. And I hope that you're staying safe, keeping a proper distance from people, a safe distance from people, and a safe distance from the refrigerator. I tell you, I got on the scale last night. Let me tell you something. Whoo! I wanted to get a hammer, say I'm gonna fix you, because I know you lying on me. I was gonna give that scale a touch up. I was looking all over the house for a hammer for that scale lying on me. Talk about I weigh that much. No, I don't. But I'm working on it. It said 292. I said, what? Oh my goodness. Listen, it's your time. And I want you to go within, and I want you to take some notes on some things that I want to share with you. And here's one of the things I want you to realize and to come to grips with. I didn't do what I'm doing now for 14 years because I didn't realize that it was my time. Now you might be saying, well, how do you determine that? The fact that you're here to do the greater work. And what I did was I disqualified myself. I kept myself on the sideline. I was an onlooker as opposed to becoming actively engaged in this thing called life. This is your time. I want you to write this down. Seize the moment. Seize the moment. Remember when Michael Jackson put off years from doing a national and international tour, and then he said he's going to put on this last concert, and he said, this is it. Don't forget that. He said, this one that I'm going to do, this is it. I'm going to put all my stuff in it. Some of y'all remember this. He said, this is it. He didn't realize that life is so uncertain. He didn't realize it's so unpredictable. He did not realize that there are no guarantees. Here's a quote I want you to think about. If you put everything off until you're sure of it, you'll never get anything done. If you put everything off until you're sure of it, you'll never get anything done. And so I remember thinking about, well, I don't have a college education. Well, I can't compete with people with PhDs and MBAs. I don't have any paper behind my name. Listen, what you have and who you are is enough. Become actively engaged in this thing called life. Seize the moment. I constantly say, live like a warrior. And warriors are always in fight mode. And this is what you have to do, because this thing called life, it's challenging. You got to fight for peace of mind. You got to fight to stay away from the refrigerator. You got to fight to stay away from toxic, negative, energy draining people. You've got to fight to stay focused. You've got to fight to put all your efforts and energy into things that's productive, that's positive, and purposeful. See, it doesn't take any motivation to procrastinate. It doesn't take any motivation to put things off or to think negatively, but it takes motivation to be optimistic in spite of, to have a perpetual vision of yourself and your life in a spirit of optimism, in spite of the circumstances and the adversities that's always knocking at the door or peeping through the window. If you put everything off till everything get right, oh, when I get all my ducks lined up, is that right? What if it's not duck season? When I get all my ducks lined up, when when Peter stopped robbing, one of those things my mother used to say, robbing Peter to pay Paul. That's what Mama used to say. Robbing Peter to pay Paul. How did she come up with that one? Listen, if there's anything that we know now, just with the coronavirus alone, do what you're going to do and do it now with a sense of urgency. And here's something else that I want you to look at. And that things that I know, I'm 75, and so I know a thing or two. And I remind you of that because I'm finding so many of my classmates, the only time that I get calls from them is when someone dies. Now, guess what happens when somebody who's handling the roster for class reunions and activities of people that we graduated with, you know what happens when you get calls to that effect or get a text? You're thinking, am I next? Send me some information about the ones that are living. Send me some information about my classmates that are making a difference. Send me something about my classmates who graduated with me in 1963 from Booker T. Washington High School in Miami, Florida, that's living their dream and taking their lives to the next level, that's creating generational wealth, that's happy and successful, and what good things they're doing in the world, the greater work, so I can emulate that, so I can be encouraged by that. Don't tell me about people that's dying. I find out sooner or later. I'm not being insistent. I really don't mind that. But I'm saying let's balance it out. Balance it out, because all of us going to go. Nobody's figured out how to get out of life alive. Nobody. All of us going to check out of here. People dying today who never died before. You know what? Oh, behave, Tyrone. You know what? So here's something that Shakespeare said. Defer no time. Delays have dangerous ends. Defer no time. Delays have dangerous ends. You think about that, because I didn't think I can be who I'm now being. I didn't think the life that I've been living, that it was available to me. Here's what I know. If you focus on living, if you focus on being actively engaged in life, every day finding some way in which you can make a greater impact, where you can do more, that you can achieve more, the possibilities are unlimited as to what can open up for you. I want you to type in the word hungry in the message box right now, if you agree with me. Type in the word hungry, HUNGRY, if you agree with me right now. And so I was hungry. How did you get started? I was hungry. I was hungry to buy a home for my mother. I was hungry to do something that would give my life a sense of value. I was hungry to be my own boss. I realized that the reason at first I used to get angry when they used to fire me, saying I had too much mouth and that I was just too upbeat. And so they want to check me. They want to put me in my place. Well, I'm not that kind of guy that you can just disrespect me. No. This is your place, not a problem. I was looking for a job when I found this one. No problem. And so, but I noticed that the things that happen, what appears to be happening to you, they're really things that's happening for you. Because had I not been made uncomfortable working for someone, you would not know this Les Brown that you now see. See, sometimes life has to step in and say, you know what? He's a slow learner. Let's step in here. When you don't have enough courage to do what it is that you've been sent here to do, to live the life that you've been chosen out of 400 million sperm to live. When you don't have enough courage to do that, life moves on you. You were chosen to do the greater work. That's why you're still breathing. That's why you're not taking a dirt nap. That's why you are here to be a blessing. We were created by the Creator to create. If you agree with me, put hungry in the section, the comment section. I was thinking about this. What do you mean by hungry? People that are hungry, they're positive about what they want. People that are hungry, they're persistent. They keep coming back again and again and again. They know that you will fail your way to success. People that are hungry are willing to persevere when it appears that all the odds are stacked against them. They keep coming on. When everybody has counted them out, they as long as they got a pulse, they keep coming back. They keep holding on. They don't give up. They might bend, but they won't break. Are you hungry? Is there something in your life as you think about your life right now? And I did this self-explanatory style of saying to me, Les Brown, come on, you can do this. You can do this. Sometimes you have to talk to yourself. But the other thing is, I asked myself, if I died now, what would I be upset about? Some dream that I had that I put off that I didn't get done. And at that point, I thought about I love to travel. There are places I wanted to go, things I wanted to see, experiences I wanted to have. And I saw a guy who was speaking, and I said, hey, I can do that. The room was as quiet as a graveyard between funerals. He didn't get any response from the audience at all. I feel so sorry for him. But I said, man, this guy is boring. Fortunately, I was seated next to his brother-in-law. Coincidence is God's way of staying anonymous. I said, this guy is boring. And he said, the brother-in-law, you ought to be that boring and make the kind of money he made. I said, well, how much money he made? He said, $5,000 an hour. I said, oh, I can do that. Now, mind you, before then, I talked myself out of it. Gary Cox said this. When there's an argument between your mind and your heart, follow your heart. Where your heart is, there your treasure is also. Follow your heart. Most of us have a mind-driven life, you know, and what do you mean by that? There's eyesight and there's mind sight. See, the mind, that's where your imagination resides. See, when you have eyesight, you just judge according to appearances, but mind sight, you look beyond the appearances and you create a vision in your mind of things already accomplished, because all dreams happen twice. First in the mind and then in the without. Okay? So I want you to, especially now with this coronavirus thing, especially now with all the other stuff and drama that's going on every day in the world, nationally, globally, and locally, especially now, when you might be breathing the wrong air, seated next to someone, or walking and somebody walked past you and you don't know what's going on with them. I got on an elevator at Emory University, and they only allow 4 people on the elevator. And this guy had his mask on. I had mine on, and nobody there but he and I. And then he took his mask off to sneeze. Let me tell you something up in here. I was about to lose my mind with him. I'm about to say, I was looking at him. You about to make me lose my mind up in here, up in here. I know if he could have jumped out of the elevator, he'd have left there soon. The look I gave him, if you don't put that mask back on, I gave him that Mamie Brown look. You know, my mama used to say, you know what? Y'all better not make me come back there. No, ma'am, mama, please don't come back. We would bring out the King Kong. I want you to put hungry in the message box. Hungry in the message box. One of the things I'm doing, this is the beginning of the year, and I want you to listen to me closely. You can't make it by yourself today. There's so many things that's happening, so many things that's changing. And as you look at where things are right now, let me say something that the news won't tell you. All right, listen to me. God's in, he's in all of this. God is in this mix up in here. Do you hear me? He's all over this stuff. They ain't talking about that. They should have breaking news. God is interrupted all this mess that's going on up in here. Breaking news. He's still on the throne. Breaking news. All things work together for good for those who love God and for those who are called according to his purpose. That's the breaking news. There will be no commercial breaks. Just this information. All things. Did you say something? No. All things, come on now, are you really all things? All things work together for those who love God and for those who are called according to his purpose. That's some good news up in here. They don't know. If it leads, if it bleeds, it leads. See, if somebody's got to die, got to be an accident, something ugly got to happen to make the news. But the real good news is that all things work together for good for those who love God according to his purpose. Well, what about my adverse circumstances right now? Trust me, it's going to work out. Well, what about the fact that I'm about to be foreclosed? Trust me, it's going to work out. What about the fact I'm facing eviction? What about the fact that I've lost my job? Trust me, trust him. It's going to work out. This is not the end. It's just the beginning of a new chapter in your life. It's a new chapter. And as you believe, as you keep the faith, baby. Adam Clayton Powell knew what he's talking about. Keep the faith. Oh, we've gone through some stuff before. Keep the faith, baby. Oh, no, see, in this place where we are, it's easy to have faith when you got money, you got your health, and things are working out fine for you. Oh, it's so fine. You can easily say, oh, just think positive and be enthusiastic and everything will work out all right. No. You're going to get some whippings in this thing called life. You have to keep the faith because this stuff is cyclic. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. Sometimes things go well, sometimes they don't go so well. And no guts, no glory. It takes guts to continue to believe, to trust, to stand strong, to stand up inside yourself. It takes guts to do that, to come back again and again and again. It takes guts to look at things that you put all your effort and all your money and all your energy into, and then you have life interrupt you and you lose everything except your life. People say, I lost everything. I want to just tap on the television and say, no. You didn't lose everything. No. You have life. You're still here. You're still breathing. You still got a pulse. And who you are behind your eyes is still here. And that force, that energy, that presence behind your eyes can produce what it is that you've lost. 8 out of 10 millionaires have been bankrupt. You're not a loser. Things just did not happen the way you wanted them to happen. You're a winner. You were born to win. You came here winning. So whatever you want to do it now. And if you're going through some stuff right now, keep it moving, baby. Keep it moving. No. I'm depressed right now. No, you don't have the luxury of being depressed. Keep it moving. Use your mind to be creative and look for a way to get out of the situation where you are. You will work your way back to where you were and beyond there. Therefore, take unto you the whole armor. Yes. Commit thy works unto the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. And I want you right now, I want you to go to hungry to speak.com, hungrytospeak.com, because there you're going to find some motivational messages that's going to make a difference in your life, plus a motivational message that I have written for you. Go to hungrytospeak.com. If you've got a story in you, if you want to learn how to make some money with your story, if there's awakening in you, there's a, as Dwight Pleasure would say, an unction to use your voice, to use your story. If you believe, you know what, he's right. You know what, he's making sense. You know what, I feel good when I listen to Mamie Brown's Baby Boy. Talk to me, brother. Talk to me. Yes, you got a story. I'm going to teach you how to use that story like I did and be able to make a difference, because we need some new voices and to make some money too. You can do it all. You've been given authority and dominion over everything on the face of the earth. Those are not just words that were printed on a page. Those are words that to become actualized in your life. And I'm putting together groups, mastermind groups of greatness. People, see, in order to make it, the three things that's major right now. Number one, working on your mind. So when you go to hungrytospeak.com, you're going to get some things that you listen to called Choosing Your Future, that as you listen to this message over and over and over again, it's going to change your life overnight. There are people listening to me right now. I want you to put on the screen what difference those messages have made in your life. Put them up there so people can see them. Put them up there right now. Do it right now. If you've heard Choosing Your Future, it's possible. It's necessary. It's you. It's hard. It's worth it. It's done. Stick a fork in it. It's done. Yes, stick a fork in it. There's some people can tell you, that will tell you. Do you see anything yet, John Leslie? Yeah. They're putting it up there. Yeah, let me tell you something. It will make you get your hustle on. Let me tell you something. Don't listen to it at night. You won't be able to go to sleep. You'll be so motivated to be talking in your sleep. Listen, and if
Kent said Les is on fire, sharing his gift and spirit.
Thank you. Who said that?
Kent. K-E-N-T.
Hey, Kent. Hey, brother Kent. Hiya. All right, Kent. Oh man, listen to me. As you look at yourself and look at your goals and dreams, I'm putting together this greatness mastermind group. People have wanted to work with me, and when you put hungry, and just text this text hungry to 770-663-0431. All right, I'm looking at this without my glasses. When you text hungry, I want to work with you. Text hungry to the number that's on the screen. I want to work with you. I want to work with a select number of people. This is not for everybody. This is for people who are ready to move forward, who are ready to maximize and get the most out of 2021. Because you survived. Do you know who you are? Do you know who you are? You made it out of 2020. Whoa! Don't miss that. Don't miss that. A lot of folk didn't make it. A lot of people didn't make it. Don't take it for granted that you're supposed to make it. To just have a spirit of humility and say, thank you, Lord. A lot of people are partying. I wasn't partying. I said, thank you, Lord. I'm still here. Cancer Citizens of America amazed at me. He's dealing with 4-stage cancer, but he's still here. He's been here for 29 years with this, and he hear about with some pain that's in his shoulders and his back, but he's still here. He's 75. He don't look it, but he's still here. He says he used mascara to cover his gray, but he's still here. Ooh, in fact, I see some great kind of rebelling right now. I need to hook them up. What is this? I don't know what's happening up here. What y'all doing there? Homie, don't play that. What y'all doing? What you did I tell y'all to get to? Excuse me, about to make me lose my religion. If people don't leave home without the American Express, I don't leave home without my mascara. Oh, behave. Oh, whatever. You make me Randy, baby. Why are you so happy? Because I'm here. Are you crazy? The stuff I deal with, stuff I'm dealing with right now. I'm still here when I get through. When I speak, I don't hurt. But when I get through speaking, like I'm talking to y'all, the pain is in my room. Said, are you through? Well, I don't know. I think I got a little bit more to say. As long as you're speaking, you got a job. We ain't gonna mess with you, but well, when you get through, we gonna light you up. Let me tell you what happened. This is a true story. I was the program director at WVKO radio station, right? So this news director I hired, I'm not gonna tell you his name. He went to sleep in the newsroom. So I'm sitting up there waiting for him to come in at 10 o'clock to do the news. This time that you could rip and tear and read the news off the Associated Press. I'm sitting waiting, got an instrumental playing, and he he was in the room sleep. So people came and said, he's in the room sleep. He's not coming now. I put on a long record, and I had everybody come watch, and I put a note in his hand while he was asleep, and the note read, as long as you sleep, you got a job. When you wake up, you are fired. So everybody was watching through the window to see what he's going to do when he woke up. He woke up. Do you know he slept another hour and a half? We got tired of watching it. He slept another hour and a half. I guess he looked to see we were out there. You never heard that one, huh, John Leslie? That's a true story. That's a true story. I said, as long as you sleep, you got a job. Don't wake up. Okay. But listen, I'm looking for some people that want to be in a community of collaborative, achievement-driven, supportive relationships. What does it take to make it now, Les? Mental resolve, all right? Next thing is, you have to upgrade your skill set. And we teach you how to do that, how to make money in a variety of ways. The other thing is, and I cannot emphasize this enough, getting around the right people. That's why I'm putting this greatness mastermind together. Being around the right people. Sometimes it's not what you know, it's who you know and what they know about you, and being able to have the ability to communicate with people behind doors that you want to get into and have relationships with people that's on the path of where you are going. Being around the right people, that's major. Do you hear me? That's major. Don't downplay that. Don't try and do this stuff solo by yourself, because it's too many people that's working against you and don't want to see you make it. If there's nothing else we know, 1 out of every 2 people you know that you see every day, they got it out for you. And me too. Why? It's just that way. That's what it is. But we will find a way to win together. All things work together for good, for those, not just one person, for those in the mastermind group, the greatness circle. For those where 2 or 3 are gathered, ooh, I will be among you. Whoa, we're not by ourselves? No, absolutely not. Oh, no. That's some good news. I want you to be a part of the Les Brown Greatness Mastermind. I want you to text the word hungry to the number that's on the screen. Text the word hungry to the number on the screens. And we have so many things creatively that we will be doing virtually. It's going to be amazing, amazing. You have something special. You have greatness in you. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. This has been Mrs. Mamie Brown's Baby Boy. Don't forget, put hungry in the comment section if you're ready to do something with that voice, if you want me to bring out your speaking abilities. Yeah, do that. And become a part of my mastermind group. Just text the word hungry to the number on the screen. You have something special. You have greatness in you. That's my story. and I'm sticking to it. Bye for now. Tyrone says bye too. He loves you and he misses you. Oh, behave, baby.